Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are finally doing my Sephora VIB sale haul. So I don't even know if anyone cares anymore. I know the sale's been over for, I don't know, like a week, 2 weeks. I can't remember exactly when it ended. But I actually, even though I'm a Rouge, I didn't end up placing my order until like the second day until the sale ended. I kind of kept looking out for like any new stuff that might drop. And then I kind of was just like taking stuff out, putting stuff in, like couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to get. So I have my box sitting in front of me. I'm super excited to film this. I love filming Sephora hauls. I love watching Sephora hauls. So yeah, if you want to see what I picked up from Sephora, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this was a pretty big haul for me. I haven't done a big haul in a minute, but there was a lot I need to repurchase. A lot of my like repurchases I'll just save until the sale comes. So I was literally like scraping at my moisturizer, scraping at my eye cream, like just waiting for the sale. I'm gonna show my samples on this one. I don't ever really show samples that I get, and sometimes I'll order a sample and then that is like, it'll be like the complete opposite of what I ordered the sample. But I just got a sample of the Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. But is it Love by Kilian Don't Be Shy? Anyway, this is like Rihanna's. Supposedly this was like Rihanna's signature perfume, and a lot of people were like rave about it, but some people say it's like really sweet. It actually smells really good. I can see how like a little too much of this could be like overpowering, but I just wanted a little sample of it. I don't know if I'll ever actually splurge on a luxury perfume or a perfume that's over like $100, because that is just so much money, and fragrance is just not my, it doesn't tickle my fancy. So yeah, but I have been trying to get in a little bit more fragrance. So then I also got a sample of the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Lip and Cheek. It's Hope and Happy of the lip oils and the liquid blushes. So I do have the Happy liquid blush, but I've been wanting to try out the lip oils, and I just feel like there's a lot of mixed reviews on it. I feel like some people are just so far up so they almost his butt, like they can't give an honest review, and like some people are so scared to give like a negative review because people come after them for like celebrity brands, which is so frustrating. I wish we could just like separate the celebrity from the makeup brand, but whatever. But I just heard like they should have been called lip stains instead of lip oils, because they're not very hydrating, and the lip oil pretty much comes off like 30 seconds after you apply it, and it's just more of a lip stain than it is an oil. So I kind of want to try out the sample, and I've seen that the colors like do like, on some people they look really pretty, and then on some people the color dries like way different than like originally. Like it just like gets darker and brighter as you wear it, which I mean is not uncommon for a lip stain, but like I don't like, if I'm going for like the shade Hope, which is like a pretty like nudie mauve, and it ends up being like a hot pink, that isn't exactly what I ordered. So yeah, and a lot of these shades were sold out. I think they all eventually sold out by the time the sale ended. So yeah, that's the samples I got. So I was gonna do like all my repurchases first, but I have such like a hodgepodge of stuff in here because I did use some of it for my makeup today, and they gave me like a really small box this time, which they have been giving me like ginormous boxes for no reason. First thing I got was the Merit Flush Balm Cheek Color in the shade Cheeky. Stockholm, the like baby pink one, that sold out like the first day of the sale, and it never came back in stock. I think it came in stock like the day after the sale ended. And so I was looking at that color. I was looking at the color Appraise, because it's just like a really pretty like berry. And then I was looking at, there was like an orangey terracotta kind of color that looked really unique and pretty. I can't remember the name of it, but a lot of people on TikTok really like the shade Cheeky. So this is just such a pretty shade. I love Merit as a brand, and I think this is so cute like for travel. It's like really easy to travel with, and you can just kind of swipe it on with makeup, without makeup. I still used a brush because I did have like foundation and stuff on it, and I was worried it would take off the foundation. Oh yeah, that is the color. It's just like a really pretty like mauve-y kind of, it's like the perfect like blush, like natural blush color. So this is the color like really built up. It's just like a really pretty, natural flush of color. Like I feel like this is what I would look like if I was just hot, it's summertime, a little sunburnt. It would look like that. And these are very sheer, so I feel like I actually kind of like that, because especially if you draw it on your face, if you just apply it to your face or like going out the door, it'd be easier to blend. So yeah, so I really like the formula so far. I've used it once, so I'll keep trying it out and let you know. I will do like a Sephora haul update in probably about like a month maybe. And I think I'm going to include, I said I was going to make a video about the Makeup by Mario and the House Labs foundation. I didn't. So I might just include that in my Sephora haul update, because I'm still trying them out, still seeing if I like them, if they're worth the money. So I'll probably include the stuff I got from Sephora like a couple months ago in with that update. But yeah, so I picked up that. But this is a restock for me. This is the Hendrickson Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. One of my holy grails. I've repurchased this like 3 or 4 times. I just love the feeling of this moisturizer. I have raved about it so many times on my channel. It's just like, it's thick enough that it's super moisturizing, but it's not so thick that it feels like it never sets into the skin. It's not super heavy or greasy. Super moisturizing, and has like the most like amazing scent. And I love a lot of Hendrickson skincare. And I've already opened this one, as you can see, because I ran out of my other ones. So I'm the Fawn Beauty lip gloss in the shade Sugar Plum Princess. I think this is a limited edition one, but it's owned by Katie Fawn. I really like these lip glosses. They're like almost like an oil and a gloss had a baby. So yeah, okay. Moving on. Another repurchase is the Summer Friday Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. I love this sunscreen. If you watch my channel, I love the Elta MD UV Clear SPF 45, I think it is. And I use that one daily, like every single morning I put that one on. But if I'm gonna wear makeup, I will use this one. It doesn't peel. It has like the color is like almost the color of this. Like it's a very like skin tone color, and it doesn't leave like any kind of weird cast or film. It's just so pretty. It doesn't make me greasy. It doesn't make me oily. It just gives like the very like natural finish. This is a great sunscreen for oily skin. And I still love my LTMD one. Will continue to use that one every day. This one is just not enough SPF for every single day, but I love to wear this one underneath makeup, so I got another one of that because I'm almost out of my other one. I picked up the Makeup by Mario F4 cosmetic brush. I wanted to get this one when I was in stores in Sephora when I got the foundation, but they were completely sold out. So I did get it online, and I just love his brushes. I will say that they're not super heavy or anything, but the feel of the brush is so high quality. They don't shed on me, and they are just so soft, and I just love them all. Like literally every single brush that I have from him, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's the F1 foundation brush is like my holy grail foundation brush. And I don't know, but I think it was technically a foundation brush, but you can kind of use it for anything. I don't know if I'm going to use this for foundation and concealer, or if I'm going to use it for like creams. So we will see. But this would be really nice underneath the eye. I have the Sephora Collection Pro Foundation brush, and this is the number 47. This is very similar to the Makeup by Mario, as you can see. I will say the Makeup by Mario is a little bit fluffier and a little bit more dense, and it just has like some more bristles to it. And the Sephora Collection one is a little bit thinner and a little bit of like longer bristles. So even though I do think this one is good for concealer or anything, I feel like for like blush or bronzer, it's just a little bit too thin. But I actually like to use this for contour because it's really nice and thin. If you do have the Sephora Collection brush, that one is like very similar to this side. And then this side is just like the fluffier, not quite as angled as this side. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this one out. The next thing I got was the House Labs Color Fuse blush, and this is in the shade Pomelo Peach. So a couple things. I didn't know if I was gonna get the House Labs blush. I was kind of going back and forth on it. A lot of people have been raving about it, but it is pricey. It's $38, I think, which is very pricey. But everyone was just raving about it, saying how much they love the formula of these blushes and just saying how airbrushed they looked. And I didn't know what color. That was the other thing. I was like, I just could not pick a color. I was like, do I want to get the bright red? Because even though it looks intimidating, I watched a lot of TikToks and it looked super pretty and just kind of sunburned, like even on fair skin. And then I was like, well, I know I love bright pinks. Like, should I get the bright pink? But then I was like, well, I have so many bright pinks. And then I was going to get Hibiscus Haze, and it sold out. And I don't know if it's back in stock or not. So I finally decided. I have been in the coral blush. Like, I have just been loving coral blush for like the past few weeks. I haven't been reaching for my bright pinks. I've been reaching for all of my warmer tone coral blushes. I don't know if it's where it's getting like spring and summertime, where I'm just wanting like that coral, like warm blush. So I was like, you know what? I'll get Pomelo Peach. Like, this just looks like such a pretty shade. And since I've been loving peach blushes, I feel like this is perfect. And I don't actually have a lot of peach blushes. I have a lot of baby pinks, bright pinks, softer pinks, mauves, rosy. I feel like I don't have a lot of peachy ones. So this is what it looks like. It is such a pretty peachy color, and it is like a mirrored packaging, which she loves to do. I will say, like, the packaging of her stuff is so sleek. It's so pretty. It always just looks very high end. Like, it looks like you're paying for what you're getting. Next I got a backup of my Origins eye cream. I literally was scraping the bottom of mine. Hold on a second. Finally ran out. So I've literally just been taking it out of the box, putting it on, putting it back in the box until I film this video. So I'm glad I can finally take this out. I love this eye cream. I have raved about it on YouTube, on TikTok. I just love that eye cream. Oh, I got the Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter. This is in the shade Enlighten. I don't know what it is about this specific shade, but this shade is hardly ever in stock. It actually did sell out during the sale, and then it came back. And then it came back in stock, and then it sold out. So I finally picked it up. I actually got this one at Kohl's, and I have been using it. I've used it a couple times. I do really like the packaging. I love, like, it's just like her melting blushes. The only thing is that they are a little bit harder to store, only because they are a little bit just like awkward of a shape. But the packaging is super pretty, and this is what it looks like. It's like that baked gelée formula, and it's super pretty. The 2 times I've used it, I've went in with like a pretty light hand, because I have seen videos where this is like beaming bright highlighter, but I have used it a couple times, and I feel like I have gotten it to where I like it, where I don't really like a super beaming highlight. I just like that glow. So I kind of went in with like a little bit of a lighter hand, and I am liking it right now. Oh, I picked up 2 Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I do really like her liquid blushes. I just was wanting a couple more colors. I was thinking about getting Hope, but then I don't know. I was just like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't really use like super subdued blushes very often. I like a punchy blush, but who knows. That sample pack I got did have the liquid blush shade in Hope, so maybe I'll try it out and see if I like it. But I ended up getting Joy and Encourage. So I couldn't decide between Encourage and Believe. I was gonna get both, but then I was like, I really don't need both because they're very, very similar. Believe is just like a little bit deeper of a shade than this one, but like they're the same color pretty much. I just feel like one's a little bit darker than the other. But yeah, so I ended up getting Encourage. It's kind of like a really pretty, I don't even know how you would describe this color. I don't have very many colors like this. It's like a mauve-y, I literally don't know how to explain this color, but that is what it looks like. It's just like a mauve-y, almost purpley toned blush. But yeah, I don't have very many like this, and I don't know if this is the dewy. Yeah, this is the dewy formula. She has a dewy and a matte formula, and then I got the shade Joy. And this one is dewy formula too. I'm wearing a little bit of Joy today. I mixed it with another blush I got. Like I said, I've been like in the coral warm tone blush mood lately, so I picked up this shade. So there's Encourage and Joy. So yeah, super excited to try these out. I'm glad that I ended up getting Encourage. But who knows, I might end up with Hope too. We'll just have to see. I got a lot of liquid blushes. Just, you know, I told you I'm in my coral blush, peach coral warm tone blush mood right now. So I did get a couple, but this is a repurchase for me. This is the Say Dew Blush in the shade Poppy. I had this, I think last year, and I told myself it broke. It broke on its own somehow, and then it was like leaking and going all over the place. Hopefully I just had like a faulty one, because I have two other Say blushes. I've never had a problem with them. They don't leak, they're not broke, like nothing is going on with it. But yeah, I told myself come spring I will repurchase that shade. So I did, and I'm wearing it today. I just love the Say blush formula. It's so pigmented. It's not crazy pigmented. It's more of like a sheer blush that you can really like build up. And I want to show you, there is like a stain to this one. Like the other ones don't have this, but there's almost like this, like once it starts drying down, it leaves like a pinky stain. So I'll try and like see if I can show you. Yeah, I think that. So there's like a swatch of the blush, and then there's like the stain that it kind of has like behind it. As you can see, it's like on my finger. I don't know what exactly that is. It doesn't bother me because I actually like the color, but see, like it will leave like a little bit of like a stain. I've never had that problem. Like when I take off my makeup, I don't feel like I have like a pink stain on my cheeks, but I feel like it helps it to last a little bit longer, and I kind of don't mind that color. I've just never heard anyone talk about the stain that it kind of leaves behind. And then I think this is my last blush. You're probably thanking the Lord, but this is the Tower 28 Beach Please Luminous Tinted Balm Blush, and this is in the shade Happy Hour. So I have quite a few of these. I really like this formula. They are pigmented, but they're very blendable, really easy to work with, and I literally love all the colors that I have. So I wanted to pick this shade up. I was gonna get Magic Hour. I was actually gonna get, and it's very similar to the shade Hope, but again I was like, you know what, I don't need both. I'll just pick up Happy Hour because this is so perfect for summer, and this is what it looks like. I was worried that this was gonna be really similar to the shade Poppy, and then Coral Cutie by Huda Beauty, and they are not similar at all. This one is a lot pinkier than the other shades that I got. Even though this is like a coral shade, it's more of like a pinky kind of shade. I almost don't know how to explain it because, well, no, it's a little bit more like pink than it is coral, but I just feel like it's like that perfect like sunburnt shade, especially for summer. You can wear this with makeup, without makeup. You can use your fingers, you can use a brush, really whatever you want. They're just very easy to work with, but they do have quite a bit of pigment. And then moving on to a couple of foundations and like complexion products. So I ended up getting, I ended up splurging on a couple foundations. I'm trying out concealers, foundations for my wedding in October, which I forgot to put on my ring. But anyway, so yeah, I am trying out some foundations that I've always wanted to try, or I've heard are great for weddings. I'm watching a lot of like makeup artists, TikToks, YouTubes, anything like that. So a lot of people have talked about these two foundations. So the first one is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Stick Foundation. This has been around for ages, and it's honestly like the popularity for this foundation has never really died down. I remember Jaclyn Hill raving about this foundation in like 2012, 2011, I don't even remember, and people still love this foundation. Makeup artists swear by this foundation. So I was like, you know what, I had a couple samples of the foundation, and I really did actually like how it went on. So I finally was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up the mini because the normal size of this is like $68, which is absolutely insane. Like, I don't care how good the foundation is, you know that price is not worth what you are selling. So I picked up the mini, which was still $45, which is insane, but I ended up getting the shade 1.5 neutral. So I literally, for the life of me, could not figure out what shade I was. Like, I was like 1.5 neutral, but then I was like, but that looks a little like warm and kind of dark. And then I was like maybe 2, but it was like a peachy undertone. And then I was like 3.75, but that wouldn't make any sense. I went from 1.2 to 3.75. But for some reason it goes from like 3 I think is like light medium and 3.5 is light medium. And for some reason 3.75 is very fair pink. So then I was like, well, what if I accidentally get 3.75 and it's not fair? So I don't know. I literally, for the life of me, I could not figure out what shade I was going to get. I don't know why I didn't get 2 looking back, because the samples I had were in the shade 2 and they actually matched really well. So yeah, that was my fault. I think I had already ordered 1.5 by the time I tried the shade 2. So, oh well, we have 1.5 now. I will say, like, this shade actually works pretty well. Like, I got it to match. I'm wearing it today and I got it to match like pretty well. I don't feel like it looks too dark. I don't feel like it looks weird. I don't think the shade is too dark. It's just a little warm for my liking. Like, I don't feel like it's super neutral. I wish it was a little bit more, almost like a cooler undertone. But then the shade 2, which was Fair Peach, was actually like a really good match. It was a little bit cooler than this one, even though it was a peachy undertone. I don't know. I just realized I had my fan on this whole time. So I turned my fan off because I normally turn it off when I film, because it gets, like, sometimes it like messes with the lights. So hopefully the lighting is okay. But anywho, so yeah, I just picked up the mini. So far I really like it. I want to compare it to the Makeup by Mario foundation because people say that they are extremely similar to each other. So yeah, I want to compare those two. I ended up picking up the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation, and this is in the shade 0N. So this one actually looks like a pretty good shade for me. It's a little yellow, but overall, like, I feel like high-end foundations, or not even high-end, like luxury foundations, they have like the worst shade range. It's so hard to find a shade in those, and my closest Sephora is like an hour away, so we're not doing that. But yeah, I think this one will work really well. A lot of people love this for bridal foundations. I know they have like reformulated this or repackaged this foundation like 5 times. So yeah, we will see if I like it. There is a matte version of it, and I thought it was like, well, maybe I should get the matte version instead of the glowy. But I like more of like a thinner, radiant finish foundation instead of like super matte. And I have seen a lot of reviews that the matte one oxidizes, but who knows, maybe I'll eventually try that one out and see if I like it. And then I got 2 concealers. So I ended up getting the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade, this one's in 0N. Yeah, this one's also in 0N. I will say, like, the packaging of like Dior is so nice. The foundation, the concealer, they're very like heavy and luxurious feeling. And this is actually like a really big tube of concealer. Whoa, I just slung that right into the floor. And then here is the doe foot. But yeah, so I'm gonna try this out. I want to like see if it's worth the hype. A lot of people love that concealer. And then I got a different concealer and I don't know how to film. Obviously I'm going to keep trying it. This is my first time trying this concealer, but this is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, and this is in the shade Birch. I ended up getting just a mini of this. I was thinking about getting the full size, but I'm actually glad that I ended up just going with the mini. I will say this is very small. Like, I wish it was just a little bit bigger, but you know, it's fine. I don't know what was... I don't know. I've heard like mixed reviews about this one. I know a lot of people rave about it on TikTok, but a couple years ago when it was kind of getting like hype on YouTube and it was coming just like brand new, a lot of people were loving it. Then a lot of people were also saying that it was very heavy, that it was a lot of coverage, hard to blend. So I use a light hand. I will say this sets down like pretty fast, which I didn't expect, because even though it had heavy, it was like more of like a fuller coverage concealer. I thought it was more of like a dewy concealer, so I didn't expect it to set it down so fast, but it did. So blended pretty quickly. The other thing is it is like, it did not blend well for me. I know I said that like you need to blend it fast, and I didn't. That was one thing. And then I just don't know if it didn't like the concealer that I had underneath, or like a primer, or what. but it was like patching. I mean, it still is. I would show you, but it's not gonna pick up on my camera. But like here, it's just like patching, and it just looks dry, and it's not like setting very well. But it's just like the powder helped it, but it's just like heavy underneath the eyes. I don't know, it's just not sitting good. It really didn't even give me that much coverage, but I feel like it's just like broke up. Like here I don't even have concealer or foundation, it just like broke it up. And yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, it does not look good underneath my eyes. It's just dry looking. It's separated, and it was just kind of like clinging to certain areas. I don't know, it doesn't look very good at all. So I'm gonna keep trying it out. Right now I'm really glad that I got the mini instead of the full size. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying it out, and then I'll let you know how I feel. And then the last two new items that are actually, these are also the last two makeup items. I ended up picking up the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadow in the shade Space Cowboy. People have been raving about this, and I have been loving like a sparkle like topper eyeshadow. Like the Patrick Ta ones I love. There's a couple in the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette that I love, where they're just like, they don't really have a lot of color backing. They're just kind of like this like wet, like glittery look. They just look so pretty. I think this one is a little bit glittier. I think this one's a little bit more like of a glitter topper than those. But yeah, I'm super excited to try this out. I had the hardest time. I was also going to get the shade Cosmic, but the one in the Lunar Beauty palette I think is going to be like pretty similar to that one. But if I love this one, then maybe I'll pick that up. It is like super pretty. I haven't tried it on the eyes yet, but it is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm gonna try that out. Okay, last few things are repurchases, except, oh wait, I do have one thing. No, I actually have a couple. So I ended up picking up the big one of the Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance perfume or like body mist. I love them. I literally have all of them except the blue one, and then there's like another one I don't have. But every single one of them, I love them. I will say I wish they wore just a little bit longer, but still, like the smells are just so good, and I knew I was gonna love it. Everyone was saying it smelled like summer and just smelled like sunscreen and like the beach. And, or you know what, I could just spray a little now. This smells like summer. It literally does kind of smell like sunscreen, so keep that in mind. But I love the way sunscreen smells, but it's like sunscreen with a little bit of like warmth. A solar scent that combines clean white florals. I kind of do smell a little bit of florals. Coconut milk. I do smell a little bit of the coconut, and then the warmth of the sun on the sand. Yeah. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just kind of smell like a coconutty like sunscreen with like a little bit of like almost like vanilla like warmth kind of, and I do smell a little bit of floral. I'm terrible at describing scents, like literally I don't know, I couldn't tell you. And then I got the repurchased my Hendrickson Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. I've talked about this since the start of my channel. I put every single person on this that I know. I love this. It's literally perfection. I love it. It's amazing. If you have oily, acne-prone skin with large pores, buy it. That's all I have to say. I literally purchased this every single sale. Even if I'm not out, I'm buying another because I know I'm going to want one. And then I picked up a backup of my body wash. This is the Necessaire body wash. I got this in like my last... Was it my last Sephora haul? I don't remember. But you can now get them in this like recyclable aluminum cans. And this will fill up this will be enough for 2 refills. So yeah, I love that. I love that you can get this. And I love that it's a little bit of like a bang for your buck, because you're getting enough for 2 more refills. And I'm about out of mine. A couple things, or a few. So I got a backup of my KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. I love this by First Aid Beauty. Such a great exfoliant. They were out of the jumbo one, so I got this one. Honestly, if they have the jumbo one, buy that one instead of this one, because I think this one's 34, I think, or 34, 35, something like that. And the jumbo one of this is 43. So really, I would have just gotten the jumbo one. This one's 8 ounces and I think the jumbo is 10. So yeah, but I love that one. I only use it like once or twice a week. It's a very like kind of rough scrub, but it's really great for KP, texture skin, acne, anything like that. Okay, then I got a couple like little things. So I got a sample, well, not a sample, I got like a mini size of the Giorgio Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. As you know, well, I've mentioned in the past couple videos, I'm trying to take better care of my hair. I'm trying to like, not that I take bad care of my hair, I don't do a lot with my hair. I don't really use a lot of heat on it. I put highlights in my hair in middle school and I haven't dyed my hair since then. So it's not like it's like damaged or anything. I feel like it's a little bit thinner and I feel like it's just like, I don't want to keep getting thinner and I have a lot of like fallout, so I don't know. And I do have really oily hair, so I'm trying to go at least 3 days without washing it. I normally don't go more than that, to be honest. I know like really though, if your scalp is dirty, like if you're like super oily and dirty, like wash your hair. But I'm trying not to wash it every day anymore. I know that's not good for your hair. And so I'm trying not to do that. So I'm trying to go at least 2 to 3 days without washing it. That's the best I got. Anyway, tangent over. I use the detox shampoo because by Way, which is really great for like any dry shampoo buildup, product buildup, hairspray buildup, just anything like that. It's really going to help to cleanse your hair. But I still felt like I just needed something a little bit more. So a lot of people rave about the Giorgio Scalp Revival. But the big tub is pretty expensive, so I just wanted to try it first. And yeah, so I'm gonna try this, see if it helps with just like any buildup. This is also is really good for like the detox shampoo, and this like scrub is really good if you feel like your hair is getting oily a little bit faster than like normal, or you just feel like it's not getting super clean. It's probably time to do like the detox. I use a detox shampoo once a week. The dry shampoo is like drying my scalp a little bit, so I just wanted a scrub. So I got that, and then the last thing that I got, I have been like, I got a lot, but I have been like ranting over here. This is the Paula's Choice Daily Skin Clearing Treatment. This is 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. It's blemish prone skin, disrupts the causes of moderate acne and prevents future breakouts. So I think she has like a whole clear line, like it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is number 3. I don't know, this is the only thing I picked up. I was gonna pick up a toner, but honestly it sounded so similar to the Hendrickson one, or like kind of like they would do similar things, that I'm like, I don't know if I really need the toner. But I got this specifically for my back. So like I said, like I break out really easy on my body, and like my shoulders break out really easy, probably from working out. I clean houses, so all day I'm like cleaning houses and I get hot. So that, working out, having long hair, using product in my hair, really anything can cause like acne on that. So yeah, but I just want to prevent it and I want to help to like clear it up. So I got this. I want to try it. I was going to get my Skin Fix. Actually, I have it. I was going to get another one of my Skin Fix 2% BHA Acne Spot Treatment because I love this, and this is like all gone. I don't even know why I still have it in the drawer. But a little bit of this goes like such a long way, and it really does help to clear up any acne spots. And I was gonna get this, but then I was like, well, if I'm getting this, again, they're pretty much the same thing. Like they're gonna be like very similar to each other. So I was like, well, I'll just like not repurchase this time, and I'll try out this one, see if I like this one more. This one I mostly just use on my face. I would use it on any parts like of my body that got like acne spots, but yeah, it's like more of a spot treatment, not like a clearing treatment. So yeah, and it's pretty small. And yeah, that is my Sephora haul. I have literally been talking for so long. I don't know what it is. Like I get too excited about Sephora hauls and I just want to tell you everything that I've ever wanted to say, and I end up ranting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry the Sephora haul video is so late and then I didn't end up placing it to like the last day of the sale. So yeah, let me know what you picked up from Sephora. Let me know if you tried any of these products, if you like them, if you hate them. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.